just as sweet as that Canadian maple syrup that you guys got hanging out in the booth. I love that. Well done. The momentum is so important when you're in competition, as we just talked about. So keep it up, get out there, and just have fun.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so TLO gets some words, high fives, and handshakes as Matt, the Beast from the Bay, advances on. And he will be going against either Chris Forsberg or yesterday's birthday boy, Jonathan Hurst. Matt Field, the Borla Heat Wave,
hopefully we'll do one
probably, ideally, in Long Beach once again. So we'll see. But stay tuned. Follow Type S on Instagram. Tag him, let him know. Say, come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Speaking of doing it, Matt Field, Chris Forsberg, both these guys on Net Vodka, but both want to win. Matt Field, the Beast of the Bay, in that Borla performance. Corvette out front, Chris Forsberg chasing down, tucking in, and Matt Field, look at how settled that car is, absolutely ripping into the power alley. Forsberg, you see lunging, and you just see how smooth Matt Field is. Forsberg diving in a little bit shallow on the outside zone 3, both of them tight on the inside clip. Looks like we got a little nose job there. Forsberg getting in the back of the Corvette, definitely getting aggressive. You cannot give Matt Field a tinge. So here we go, the second half of this battle. Forsberg out front, NOS energy drink. Ismo Auto Parts All New Z out front. Initiating there, Forsberg, big angle from him. Really dialing in the car, very settled. You can see Matt Field clamoring, some shimming in the chase position now. Coming into the power alley, second outside zone, in the third outside zone goes Forsberg. Matt Field, the nose right there. Trying to get closer here, now transitioning. Forsberg, good swing in that last outside zone. Dialed in from Forsberg, look at that, 69%, a winning average for both of them. Nice, here we go, Matt Field sliding in, very aggressive Matt Field, but Ryan Turk, man, there was a big dip in the gap between, but Ryan Turk jumped up. Look at how close he is, great proximity from Ryan Turk. Now into that third outside zone, Ryan Turk leaving nothing up for debate. Matt Field transitioning out in that last outside zone. And look at that thing dig in, man. Yeah. That Corvette just got in the outside zone and dug out. Dropped right in on Matt Field. So I wonder what kind of communique he's got. But Ryan Turk will lead. Matt Field giving chase. And Matt Field very aggressive on that hot hatchback. Now coming into that first outside zone, big bank there. Ryan Turk dragging, potential dragging bumper, again the smallest back bumper. So when you back that thing in and you rub bumper, it is definitely an accolade. It is a medal of honor, a badge of honor. Speaking of honor, past that inside clip, and now into that final outside zone. Ryan Turk looks very smooth. Again, this track just doesn't look very violent. It looks fast, smooth, quick, middle. You'll see them all go on once they extinguish it, then you can leave just like that. Here we go, we got a clean start, one more time battle. Matt Field versus Ryan Turk. Matt Field initiated, let's see Ryan Turk massage his way in there. Oh, Matt Field, he taps his left, he gets back out. Re-initiating, how does that affect Ryan Turk? How is that gonna affect the outcome of this run? Matt Field now to outside zone 3, Ryan Turk definitely adapted to that mistake from Matt Field out front. Now in that final outside zone, Ryan Turk, he throws it in, he has to back down. What happened there with that last outside zone that looked independent? Thanks for joining us out here, Brooke and Beth Eggers. And looks like we are ready to go. Back at it like a track addict. Here we go, Ryan Turk across the nose of the Corvette. Who's moving on? Who's going against Castro? Matt Field initiates. You can see him come a little unwound there. Ryan Turk is all very settled there. That Rain-X Toyota GR Rockstar pilot, Matt Field applies the pressure in that second outside zone through the power alley. There goes Ryan Turk, the hot hatchback. Now coming into the inside clip. How's he going to go? Boom, both of them going right over that square box. And then in that final outside zone, good execution there. That was really, really well done by both the drivers. Again, that platform of a good lead run. Ryan gave it to Matt Field. Turk, again, on initiation. Again, and talking about the one more time. So we saw contact, we saw calamity, and who will come out on top to go against Castro in the final four? Matt Field will lead. That Borla Performance Corvette initiates. Ryan Turk, he is high and tight like a fastball pitch. Field is throwing down a tremendous amount of smoke. Again, you can see Ryan Turk in that Rain-X Toyota Corolla, little shimming in the back in the chase position. Matt Field brings in that third outside zone. Ryan Turk maybe taking a little bit off it, not as impressive, and then drops in that last outside zone. So maybe attrition coming into play here. That's one of our markets. Benny Abrams is here in the building from the Bronx. He's watching. So what are we going to see here? That Toyota GR Corolla, Rain-X slides on in. Matt Field, you can see him just trolling, getting right there. Can he make it happen? Matt Field, you can see him leading the Toyota GR Corolla. Now going to that third outside zone. Is this enough? Ryan Turk puts it in. Matt Field, again, these guys almost a little scared, maybe a little timid on this battle because, you know, they still have another battle. This is the 8. So they still have Castro to go against. Absolutely insane for James Dean and Frederick Osbo. You know, here's Osbo going out early. Here we go. The other battle of the Final Four. Who's moving on to go against James? Will it be Matt Field or John Castro? Castro, a little failure to launch, but look, he's timing it. He is lurking forward. But Matt Field, look at that counter steer. No corrections at all. Locked and loaded. You know, you got to think you had 3 battles previous to this. And boom, right in there. You know, Castro and the Toyota flag being flown. Look at that snappy transition. Risking it right now. The beast from the bay, the fangs and the claws are out. There is blood in the water, and Matt Field can taste it. He's got to just feel the energy, just make sure. But Castro, he needs to put down a heater of a run to really twist the screws on Matt Field. Maybe force an error, but don't even worry about it. Castro, his mindset needs to be eyes on the prize. Do exactly what he needs to do, and he's doing that. Look at that, short to fruition. Great angle, good speed, good placement of the car, using all of the course edge in outside zone 2, coming into 3. Looked like he scrubbed a little bit of speed there on that transition now, coming into the inside clip. Look at the angle, Castro, amazing placement. Textbook line by Castro. Light up the night, light up the day. Light up a good time. James Machine Dean, Matt Field, Adam Elziga, 3rd place. Let's send it! Both of us phones and light up the day. Here it comes. James Machine Dean transitioning to that outside zone. Matt Field a little bit lower than James Dean and a little less angle. James locked and loaded, dialed in. Coming now into that power alley goes James, now transitioning into the 3rd. Matt drops into formation. Look how deep James Dean is. Absolutely backing in all the way up to that Nitto tire, into the wall, and brings it on home. Really good execution. Stomp your feet and make some noise for James the Machine Dean. Oh, she's counter-checked. She's like, that's my dude. Yeah. Dio Shihara just texted me and said, let's do it. But you know who's going to do it right now? Matt Field or James Dean. Here are the finals. Matt initiates. Where's James? James is way down there on the bank. Matt is leaving it all out on the track. Wreckers or checkers for Matt Field. Going to this power alley. He straightens out quite a bit. He goes off course. Matt Field finds himself on the wrong side of the lines. And this is James Dean's victory. Did Matt Field make a major mistake? Looked like contact was made. Was he shoved out of the way? Did James? All right, we're going to run it back.